This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 4 in the NLT. Don't you realize that from the beginning of time, ever since people were first placed on the earth, the triumph of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godless has been only temporary. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in our sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. I'm the brother Dama Al-Gabar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right. And this is going to be a lesson, which I'm going to stay here in the book of Job, the 20th chapter, because it basically, sums up ultimately the judgment and the future failure that Esau, Edom, these elites are trying to accomplish via their new world order. Now, we know particular stages of it is going to get accomplished. They're going to, 2025, they're going to bring in a lot of the order out of the chaos, a lot of the pestilences, the sicknesses, the T attacks, the lockdowns, what do you call that shit? The sabotaging of critical infrastructure, cyber attacks, blackouts, more fires, more weather events, more, randomly occurring, which are not randomly occurring occurrences to try to bring more division, more chaos, more confusion, so that they can ultimately, lock things down and be justified in bringing in this digital ID, this digital beast system, enslavement of humanity through technology, the Depop agenda. All these things are going to, they're going to be able to accomplish it only to a certain extent, but eventually their end is going to be destruction. And they're going to be visited of the Lord of hosts, before all is said and done. And all of their triumphing, all of their plans, all of their agendas, just trillions and billions of dollars that they've been spending to try to establish, this agenda is going to ultimately fall short, and they're going to be judged and they're going to be destroyed, man, at the end of the day. And you see, in that what gives us hope. That's where our peace and our comfort lies, in knowing that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to come in the midst of while he's eating. He's going to come in the midst as he's trying to accomplish this agenda to be visited from the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, man. All right. And it's our job and our duty to come out here and to tell him to his face that he's going to lose. It's not written for you to win. All right. And that everything that you're ultimately trying to accomplish, hey, we're on to you. All right. Our hand is on Esau's hill. The elect, we see what's going on. You're not going to be able to, upset prophecy. You're not going to foil the plans of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and ride off into the sunset. You will be destroyed. Because I was reading this article here, right, from the People's Voice. It says NASA bombshell 2025 set for massive, you see that word there, to usher in matrix simulation, which is ultimately these devil's new world order that they're trying to establish. And like I said, all of this planning, all of these meetings, all of these agendas that they're, have set in place is all like Job said, the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. All right. And he's only going to be able to kick this shit off only for so long before he's going to be visited and taken down and destroyed and thrown into slavery, man. All right. It says what? Leaked official NASA documents reveal decades of high level preparation for a mass extinction event set to begin in 2025. You see, and this is the like I read, no, not of this of old, since man was placed on the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. Now, in these devils' mind, they are going to triumph. They are going to be successful. They are going to establish everything that they have been having these meetings about, and a lot of the shit that they've been coming out blatantly and telling you in your face that they're going to accomplish, man. Just recently, they just burnt down all of Los Angeles, the Pacific Palisades, all of those areas over there to fulfill the agenda that they have set for for that land, those 15-minute cities, those railways, mass surveillance, digital IDs, UBIs, CBDCs, and eventually digital slavery and digital digital technocracy and control over every aspect of every single person's life here on this planet Earth. You see, so they're going forward with their agenda, and right now, they're thinking that they're on track and they're on schedule to accomplish this thing, man. But are they going to be disappointed? But I'm gonna read some of this article and I'm gonna go back to that Job 20th chapter and finish it out. But just showing you that, hey man, 2025, hey, these devils know that their time is short. So they're going to come down with great wrath. They're going to accelerate things. They're going to really start to put these plans in motions, and take it there, But it says, but this isn't just about wiping out humanity. It's about replacing us. Cyborgs, bots, and transhumanisms are at the core of a global agenda, one that ties directly to the elite's obsession with, you see that word there, because ultimately they can't have all 8 billion people here on this planet Earth. A part of their plan is 8 billion people, and rising is too many people. All right. They need to call a lot of you people in order to, comfortably establish this agenda, which is, like I said, it's just not going to come to pass the way that they see. But, hey, these devils have it in their heart to try to accomplish this, man. And it's a very wicked and very huge endeavor that they're going to, like I said, they're going to get it off to a certain level before they're met with the ultimate resistance, which is Yahweh Shai, the chariots and the angels of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says the goal to plug humanity into a matrix, uploading consciousness to a digital cloud where reality as we know it is a simulation controlled and manipulated. Right. And it's going to come with that MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. All right. This is where things are headed, and they're going full steam ahead with it, whether you people are prepared or whether you believe or not, man. Because remember, they don't plan on the majority of you people being here when this thing is established, man. And definitely not the prophets and the men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, we're high on that list of undesirables and a threat that needs to be squashed, man. Which is why you seeing brothers doing videos lately saying, be circumspect, be wise, especially in these times and in these days, man. Move very wisely, get in, get out, making sure that you're being that you're redeeming these times, because hey, these days are evil and these devils are getting ready to make their move on the Hebrew Israelites, man. This is why we've been telling you, Jake, stop doing all of this carnal shit, doing videos, holding hollow tip bullets and having sticks at camp and doing all of this shit that can cause the ministry to be blamed, which, just don't give this devil ammo that, give him more ammo that he's going to use to try to blame this ministry and deem us as, that big T word, but it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, hey, the elect are going to be delivered, and, business is going to get taken care of regardless. All right. It says what's even more disturbing, many of the steps outlined in their plans have already happened. The clock is ticking and the evidence is mounting. Are you ready to break free from the illusion? What's the elect? We're already out of the illusion. We already know what the hell is going on. All right. We got the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai upon us, man. So we know all things and we see all things. We know what these devils are trying to do and ultimately what their end game ultimately is, It says the elite decided years ago to lie to us about the end game of gene editing nanotechnologies and the convergence of the digital world with the human body. It says biotechnology is literally the science of turning technology into new life forms and turning natural life forms into new technology, you see? And this is why transhumanism is such a huge part of his agenda, ultimately so that he could manipulate and deceive you people into allowing him to put neural links, microchips, and be able to hack inside of the human body and present it as life and salvation and life extension. And he could enhance your brain and make you smarter. You can live forever. He can heal all these diseases, X, Y, Z, yada, yada, yada. But ultimately, he's just deceiving you into allowing you to give him access inside of your body, man, for him to put his name on the Most High's creation and to claim it as his own by merging man with his technology, to where he'll have the ability to know what's going on in your thoughts, what's going on in your head, and everything that's going on inside of you, so that he can have more control and more, power over every living soul that's on this planet Earth and deem himself God, man. You see, this is what all this transhuman and all this technology is really all about. Him, you know, gaining more access and control over you and over your soul, man. It says, while transhumanism is often described as the merger of man with machine, in reality, it is the extinction of the human species and all biological life forms, right? It's him trying to create man in his own image with his technology. But let me get down. I don't want to read all this shit here, but I want to get to the main points of this article. You know, these are just all these different, different agendas, different, all of these different future strategic issues and papers that he has, basically telling you what he's going to do. Now, this isn't, open. This isn't like information that the average citizen, the average person has, but this is what these devils do behind closed doors. Remember, scriptures tell you that they accomplish a diligent search. They meet in secret. They're doing all of these different agendas, all these different meetings behind closed doors, and how they're going to be able to, establish all of these things and their agenda, how they're going to go about it, how they're going to control all of these industries, what needs to be done in order for them to be triumphant in this agenda, man. You see? What does it say? Like the bots, the Borgs, and humans welcome you to 2025 AD, revealing the elite's plan to regulate humans to a minority stake on Earth, living in a simulation with bots and cyborgs performing most of the work for the elite class of humans who are allowed to survive the mass depopulation event. Right. This is why, they're going to use AI as their angels to rule and to govern over you people while these elites live on Elysium, when you watch that movie. All right. They're going to have the robots and artificial intelligence doing all the daily tasks, doing all the daily jobs, while you're just going to be enslaved and monitored and, policed and governed by AI, by these elites, living the high life, man. And you will eat the bugs. All right. You will ultimately be brought down to a digital slave and a serf inside of this system where everything that you'll have on this earth will be rationed unto you under the discretion of these elites. Your carbon footprint will be controlled, how far you can travel, what you can eat, what you can't eat, what you can buy, what you can't buy, how much electricity you can have, how many grams of protein a week you can eat, how much water you can consume, how much of this earth resources are going to be readily available to you will be based upon these devils' discretion, man. And it will be the minimalist of resources on this earth. And they're telling you that it's to save the earth, to keep the earth safe, and to keep the earth, the resources in abundance and up to par with the number of people on this planet Earth, man. Meanwhile, they'll be jet setting all around the world, having access to all of the babies and the adrenochrome and the steak and all the good things of life will be reserved for these elites, while you're here living, a horrible, meaningless existence on this earth, man. All right, let me get down to this point here. It says, where is it? Here we go. It says to those who haven't been following closely, this might come as a shock, but describing humanity as a plague or pestilence upon the earth is an obsession of the elite. You see, and this is why they look at you people as cattle. This is why they're going to ultimately put a MOTB, a mark of the beast within you, so that they can track you and keep track of their cattle and their slaves, man. You see. But where's the point I want to get to? Here we go. It says the ultimate goal of the global elite's collaboration to exterminate the human species and upload human consciousness to a digital cloud is confirmed by an educational video from the China National Gene Bank. This disturbing video promotes the idea of everlasting life through a combination of extreme, you see that word there, and the digitization of all living beings. Right. Every living being is going to be just a blip on their grid, a dot on a number on a computer screen, man. You see, it says the globalist ghouls are not even trying to hide their plans anymore. Working in lockstep with the Chinese dystopian gene bank, Klaus Schwab is opening callings for digitization of our brains so they can be plugged into the matrix. The NASA documents expose much of the globalist plan is already unfolding right before our eyes. Time is running out and the proof is everywhere, right? Like I said earlier, this is Revelation 12:12. This is why they're moving and coming down with such great wrath. This is why they're going full speed ahead. And they're not going to stop, even though they're being exposed. You know, the people are seeing what's going on. Nobody's trusting the government. People are starting to catch on to all of the corruption and what these devils are really trying to do. They're not going to stop, man. All right. They're getting ready to steamroll anybody that's coming up against their agenda. This is why, we tell you that the famine of the word is coming. Why for you brothers to get this truth while you can, because it is pretty soon, hey, they're about to shut down everything, man. It's not going to be no just easy access to the internet. You're going to have all of your digital IDs and your digital prerequisites in order to even have access to particular things pretty soon. All right. And if you have any narrative that goes outside of what they're doing, man, hey, you're going to have to you're going to catch all type of holy hell. You see, and they know that their time is up, and so do we. All right. So this is why he's moving in such haste. It says, the real question is, are you prepared to wake up and take back control? Well, there's nothing. We're already woken up. And the only one who's going to take control is going to be Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Humanity is not going to rise up. These people are too gone. They're too dumbed down. They're too stupid. They're too reliant, and they're too dependent on this system. The majority of the people out here to fight up against it. A lot of these people are going to eventually bend the knee and bow down and accept this NWO, especially when all hell breaks loose, when the sickness starts to happen, when they really start blowing shit up and shit starts getting crazy. A lot of these people, for the sake of safety and feeling comfortable and wanting to have, some semblance of the world they once had, they're going to bend the knee. They're going to give up these rights. They're going to offer their right arm and their foreheads to this beast system in order to try to save their lives and to be comfortable. You see? It says what? It says, according to NASA presentation, that the year 2025 will feature T attacks in the United States, biological attacks, and an EMP or electromagnetic pulse causing widespread fires and destruction. And we already see this happening. This is part of the order out of the chaos, man. This is how they're going to fully be able to, to get this thing up and running, is by all of these different manufactured events, man. More lockdowns, more T attacks, more shit blowing up. And eventually they're going to drop, they're going to have to, I wouldn't say an EMP, because the EMP will totally just destroy every fucking form of technology. But I do think they're going to use a fake cyber attack and blame it on China or Iran or Russia, to where they can, cripple the infrastructure. It'd be blackouts, no lights, no electricity. You had that one documentary, what was it called? The Great Blackout or whatever, shit like that, in order to let the chaos and all hell breaks loose, and have people living in terror and in fear. Drop some biologicals out here, so people are going to be just dropping by the thousands, to where they can come with the solution and come with the answers to all hell that is breaking loose out here. You see, so we see what these devils are ultimately doing, man. It says we are only a week into 2025, and we have already seen most of these things. Critical infrastructure will be destroyed as part of the plan to bring civilization to its knees, according to the document, and the American citizens will be tortured on primetime news. You see, and this is their agenda, man. They're going to bring the order out of the chaos. So they're orchestrating a lot of these things, man. This is why you've been hearing about all these well-to-do people buying bunkers, paying hundreds and millions of dollars for bunkers so that they can be underground while all hell is breaking loose up on the surface. They're got these millionaires, these trillionaires, even some of these well-to-do millionaires. They're building bunkers where they're going to be underground when all this shit is happening, and everybody is up here ripping each other's heads off and running around like a chicken with their head cut off. These devils are going to allow this place to just completely collapse, and then they're going to come with the solution. Then they're going to come with the answers, with transhumanism and digital IDs and the MOTB and universal basic incomes and this beast system. Which, once these people have been brought to their knees for so long, they're going to be begging for any answer and any solution, man. You see? Look at this. It says, according to NASA, the global elite consider the human race to be useless, so they are going to exterminate the majority of us and force the remaining minority to live in a simulation. The document clearly states that the global elite, along with government agencies like NASA, will deploy silent weapons in a covert war against humanity in 2025, with the ultimate goal of, the planet. You see, What's even more disturbing is that we've already witnessed the deployment of many of these weapons against us. You're right. And they're going to start getting a lot of these sleeper cells, these individuals that came across the border that are undocumented, that are unvetted, that are on the payroll. They're about to start carrying out things. They're about to start doing all type of crazy ill shit. And it's just going to cause this place to further collapse and, you know, and, so they try to get it right where they want it. You see? But, what else is in here, man? This is not stuff that we've already went over, but hey, 2025 is the year. All right. Hey, this devil, he knows his time is short. He knows he's through. But like I said, the best thing for us and what gives us comfort and faith is knowing that, hey, the triumphing of the wicked is short, man. All right. And this is back in Job 20:6, verse 6. I'll start at 5. In the NLT, it says, the triumph of the wicked has been short lived, and the joy of the godless has been only temporary. Though the pride of the godless reaches to the heavens, and their heads touch the clouds, yet will they vanish forever, thrown away like their own dung. Those who knew them will ask, where are they? They will fade like a dream and not be found. They will vanish like a vision in the night. Those who once saw them will see them no more. Their families will never see them again. You see, so he saw us through, man. Like I said, we see he has all these plans. He has all these agenda, all of these devices, all of these things he's going to implement. But ultimately, he's not going to win, man. All right. He's not going to ride off into the sunset. He's not going to be triumphant. He's not going to establish this shit and become this technological God and upset prophecy and, oust the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and extend his kingdom any, one day longer than what the Lord has already, established for, the bounds that he cannot pass, man. It says their children will beg from the poor, for they must give back their stolen riches, right? Though they are young, their bones will lie in the dust. They enjoyed the sweet taste of wickedness, letting it melt under their tongue. And this whole shit that I'm reading is them letting it melt under their tongue, man. You see, all of these agendas, all of these plans, all of these white papers and pages and documents and agendas and plans, man. Hey, it's sweet within their mouth when they read about it. And now they're literally playing it out and seeing it somewhat taking effect, man. Hey, they're relishing in the moment. They're getting more and more arrogant, more and more proud, man. You see, it says they savored it, holding it long in their mouths, right? Because this has been a plan and an agenda for many years for these devils, man. It's been a generational plan, And now they're at the point to where, hey, they now like Noah Harari said, now they have the technology and the know-how and the means that tyrants of the past didn't have. Now they have it. So this is why they're so boldly proclaiming it, and through pride, man, saying all type of shit against the Most High, saying that the God of the Bible was old news now. We don't have to fear some God in the sky who won't make it rain if he wants to punish us. We can create our own rain. What we're doing is the biggest thing since the Most High created the earth. And now we're about to surpass that and do our own thing. The pride is through the roof, man. All right. And they're savoring it, man. And they're loving every second of it. Verse 14, but suddenly the food in their bellies turned sour, a poisonous venom in their stomach. They will vomit the wealth they swallowed. The Most High won't let them keep it down. All right. And this whole COVID was the biggest wealth transfer on this planet that the earth has ever seen, man. See, and guess what? They're going to give up all of that, all of the riches, all of the glory. I mean, all of the gold, the silver, the lands, the ability to control airspace, all of this fatness of the earth that they have stolen and gotten into themselves. They're going to give it all up, man. It says they will suck the poison of cobras. The vipers will kill them. They will never again enjoy streams of olive oil or rivers of milk and honey. They will give back everything they worked for. Their wealth will bring them no joy. It says, for they oppressed the poor and left them destitute. They foreclosed on their homes. Well, didn't they just do that over there at L.A.? All those houses in the Pacific Palisades that they burnt to the ground. Them people ain't ever getting those houses back. And they foreclosed on them by literally torching them to the ground. Look what happened over there in Altadena, which a lot of so-called Negroes got totally burnt out and totally got their houses foreclosed on. by fire, and they ain't got and the insurance are not going to cover their losses, man. And Biden gave them niggas $770, man. Come on, man. Man, hey, that's oppression for your ass right there. All right. He left everybody out there destitute. Some of them people burned alive in their homes, man, never to be seen again. And they ain't going to be recompensed. They're not going to be compensated. They're not going to receive anything for what they lost, man. But guess what? Esau just foreclosed on all that shit, and now it's in the hands of these elites. And we know they're going to turn it into a smart city, into a futuristic slave colony in a 15-minute city for the people that's going to live there in the future, man. It says they were always greedy and never satisfied. Nothing remains of all the things they dreamed about. Nothing is left after they finish gorging themselves. Therefore, their prosperity will not endure. In the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome by misery, especially when Yahweh Shem Yahushua crack those clouds, man. It says, may the Most High give them a belly full of trouble. May God rain down his anger upon them. When they try to escape an iron weapon, a bronze tip arrow will pierce them, right? Which is the nuclear missiles. All on America is going to be eviscerated and destroyed. All of their infrastructure, the White House, their buildings, their monuments, their CERN places, all these, places built upon idols and their ley lines and all of this bullshit that they have established. It's all going to be ultimately melted and eviscerated. And these elites going to be the first crop of slaves in the kingdom of heaven, man. You see, it says the arrow is pulled from their back. The arrow's head glistens with blood. The terrors of death are upon them. Their treasures will be thrown into the deepest darkness. A wildfire will devour their goods, consuming all they have left. It says the heavens will reveal their guilt, and the earth will testify against them. A flood will sweep away their house. The Most High's anger will descend on them in torrents. This is the reward that God gives the wicked. It is the inheritance decreed by God. And that's what these devils have to look forward to. And this is what they're going to receive. So that's what gives us comfort and hope that, hey, man, at the end of the day, this devil is not going to fulfill none of this bullshit. And he's going to get his rightful judgment and his rightful payback at the end of the day. All that he has done, man, he's going to pay for it, 100-fold, man. And he's not going to escape. And the Most High has not forgotten these damn devils. And he has them set in very, very slippery places. And these devils are going down. They're going down hard, man. So the hell with what Esau got going on. Hey, man, just hurry up and do it already, because we know how it ends for you. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for putting the spirit of me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you are edified. Shalom.